The 2023 ReliaQuest Bowl between Alabama and Michigan was an intense New Year's Eve showdown in which the Wolverines edged out the Crimson Tide 19-13. The game started with Michigan setting the tone, quickly gaining an early lead with field goals. Quarterback Davis Warren orchestrated a drive culminating in a touchdown pass to Frederick Morey, extending Michigan's advantage to 13-0. Alabama, though, struggled early. Quarterback Jalen Milroe had a rough first half, including 3 turnovers that put the Crimson Tide in a 16-0 hole by the second quarter. Milroe's struggles were compounded by the offense's inability to sustain drives. However, Alabama slowly began to find its rhythm before halftime. Milroe connected with Robbie Ousts for a 25-yard touchdown, cutting the lead to 16-7. The momentum appeared to shift as Alabama fought to close the gap. The second half, however, was marked by even more adversity for both teams. Michigan's starter, Davis Warren, was forced out of the game due to injury, and backup Alex Org took over. Despite the quarterback change, Michigan continued to control the game with its defense. Alabama's offense found it difficult to capitalize on opportunities, especially with Michigan's defense holding firm in the red zone. In the fourth quarter, Alabama's Milroe showed signs of brilliance. After a 41-yard run and a 40-yard pass to Jeremy Bernard, Alabama seemed poised for a comeback. But as they reached the 6-yard line, the Crimson Tide could not punch it in. On a critical fourth down play, Milroe threw an incomplete pass, sealing Alabama's fate. Michigan's defense stood firm when it mattered most, with their lead holding firm at 19-13. Alabama did have another opportunity when Michigan's Amorian Walker was called for roughing the passer, giving Alabama a fresh set of downs at Michigan's 33-yard line. But again, the offense stalled, and they had to settle for a 51-yard field goal from kicker Graham Nicholson, the longest of his career. Despite the field goal, Alabama still trailed 19-13 with under 5 minutes remaining. In the final moments, Michigan kicker Dominic Zvada added a 37-yard field goal, extending the Wolverines' lead to 19-10. A costly interception by Alabama's Zabian Brown gave the Crimson Tide some hope, but they couldn't capitalize on the turnover. Despite a few bright moments, Alabama's inability to execute in critical situations cost them the game. Ultimately, Michigan's defense and timely special teams play secured a 19-13 victory as Alabama failed to execute when it mattered most. The loss marked Alabama's 4th of the season, a rare occurrence for a program of its stature. As Alabama moves forward, questions remain about its future and how it will bounce back in the 2024 season, starting with a highly anticipated matchup against Florida State. This ReliaQuest Bowl reminded Alabama that despite its talent, it must fix its turnover issues and offensive inconsistency to regain its place at the top of college football.